Those are the estate planners you really want to avoid at all costs because they're not putting together your plan. Hi, this is Jeff Versace, the Plain English Attorney, and for today's video, I'm going to go over the 4 estate planners you really should just avoid. All right, so today is actually a day where we're heading out to the Asheville office. So we kind of schedule out the time for driving, but hey, I think this gives us a good opportunity to make a video along the way so you can see that there's a lot of stuff that actually has to go into getting out to the Asheville office to meet with clients and things like that. So what I want to talk about with estate planners, I'm saying estate planners, I'm not saying estate planning attorneys exclusively. Now, the reason I'm saying that is I know some financial advisors and even accountants who probably understand more about estate planning than even attorneys who have passed the bar, and maybe they're working in some other area of law or they're dabbling a little bit in estate planning, and it's just not up to the level of their experience. The one difference is obviously if you're a financial advisor or an accountant, you can't give legal advice, but you may be the person driving that estate planning process. Gonna have my body pillow to sleep at my home away from home, the Red Roof Inn. Okay, so what's the first kind of estate planner you should avoid? Well, it's the ones with no direction. Now, what I mean by that is you walk in, you need to talk about estate planning, and you go, you know what, I heard great things about a family limited partnership. Should we do that? Oh yeah, we can do that. That's fantastic. Yes, that's a great idea. Let's go ahead and do a family limited partnership. Well, okay, I also heard some great stuff about revocable and irrevocable trusts. What should we do? Oh yeah, we should do that. We can do that. That's no problem. We can handle that. Okay, those 3 things have wildly different permutations to them. They are used for very different purposes. It's kind of like saying, oh yeah, we need to get the right tools for the job. And it's a hammer, a screwdriver, and a pair of pliers. But what do you need to do? Well, I need to nail something into a board. Oh, okay, then you need the hammer. Well, why would you need a wrench or a screwdriver to hammer a nail into a board? If they don't have really any kind of direction, they're not seeing what do you want, what do you need, what's going to fit your situation, they have no direction. So they're not able to really provide you with any direction. They're just trying to fulfill an order, and they're kind of leaving it up to you to decide, hey, what do you need, with no direction whatsoever. They're selling stuff off a shelf. Something else we need to pack, but we need to keep that right to the very end for this Asheville trip. Yes, Monty is coming to Asheville with us. What do you think about that, bud? Yeah, whatever, just as I expected. Okay, so let's talk about the second type of estate planner that you really don't want to have anything to do with. This is those who think they know better than you, and it doesn't matter what your goals are. They know what to do. That's kind of the polar opposite of the first one, but it really is, it's the other extreme. It's where they're not even talking about what your goals are. They're not talking about what you want to accomplish, and instead they're saying, here's what you want to accomplish. I've been doing this for 25 years. I've seen lots of different people have lots of different goals, and we need to try to reach those goals. And one of the big things my clients come to me for is, look, we want to set up a revocable trust to avoid probate. That's a big thing for them because they've had an experience of going through an estate through probate and they want to avoid it. If an attorney says, oh, you have less than $11.7 million, you don't need to have a revocable trust. Whoa, wait a minute. That's not right. That's like saying, hey, you don't need to change the oil in your car because your gas tank is full. We're talking about two different things. We're talking about estate taxes, and then we're talking about the administrative aspects of it. But they just know better. All right. I go over a lot of this stuff in my book, Estate Planning Basics, and I talk about here's what probate is, here's what it does, here are some of the downsides, here's what a trust does, and some of the upsides and downsides and all of that stuff. And I let my clients, as part of meeting with me for a strategy session, they go through that book, come in with their questions, and then together we look at what's going to be the best option for you. Does probate matter? I'm not going to tell clients, you must avoid probate and use a revocable trust. I'm just not going to do that. But at the same time, I'm going to provide some direction. It's that middle road. The attorneys who just say, well, I know better, or any estate planner that says, I know what your goals should be without talking to you. All right. Those are the estate planners you really want to avoid at all costs, because they're not putting together your plan. They're putting together their own plan using your information. All right. Time to give Monty a little outside and walking time before we're in the car for about 4 hours. So he's either going to walk quite a bit or he's just going to lay down and enjoy the sun. One or the other. There's a very content kitty. All right, so while we're letting Monty enjoy a little bit of his outside time, let's talk about the third estate planner you want to avoid. It's the ones that just put up a price list for different documents. So why is that a bad thing? Well, okay, it's kind of like you're not actually doing estate planning for your clients. You're selling documents, and it's not about selling documents. It's about using the right tools to get to the objective of getting estate planning done to fit your needs. It's like going on Amazon, buying the best surgical knife they have and doing your own surgery. You're going to remove your own gallbladder. No, you're not going to do that. You're going to go to a professional who's going to look at the whole situation and then decide, is it even really a gallbladder situation? So if you're just kind of being an estate planner that's retail selling documents and just getting them customized a little bit, what's the sense? That's not an estate planner. At that point, you might as well, and I don't advise it, you might as well just go online and download those documents, because it may not be all that much better. Okay, for this particular Asheville trip, we've got a lot of signings, so we're going to be leaving soon, but Kiera is putting together the documents, 3-hole punching, stapling, and all that other stuff, so let's just check in on her and see how she's doing.
Dad, can you get out? I'm working.
Okay. I like it when my staff works. They keep me in line, too. Okay, now the fourth type of estate planner you really want to avoid, and this is one of the main reasons my clients come to me, is you want to avoid the code talkers. Well, what are code talkers? Code talkers are those, usually attorneys, who can't stop themselves from referencing different code numbers and according to section such and such of whatever the Federal Register, and according to the Gibson case and blah 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 blah. They can't stop talking like that to their clients. What I end up seeing a lot of attorneys do is when they talk to each other, they use this code talking shorthand with each other, which is fine, but I'm not going to talk to my clients like that. A lot of those clients don't understand what the attorney's saying because they're not speaking in plain English. And so they could end up with the best plan in the world that completely fits their needs, but they're still upset because they don't understand it. Plus, they think the attorney is really just trying to talk above them. Maybe they are. Maybe it's just that they don't realize they're doing it. But if you end up in a initial consultation, is usually what they call it. I call it an estate strategy session. If you end up in an initial consultation with an estate planner and you come out and you're more confused than when you went in the first time, and all they were doing was citing different statutes and references and cases, okay, that's probably an estate planner you want to avoid. All right, so that's it. All packed up and ready to head to the Asheville office. So we're looking forward to seeing our clients out there. And please help out the channel. Go ahead, subscribe, keep getting this really good information. And also, please leave a comment that you subscribed and we'll do our best to answer it and see if there are any questions that you've got that might actually be a good video in the future. So as always, please stay safe, plan ahead, and enjoy life. And whatever you do, make it a great day.